And may this Tora will be also his memory. This week's Parshat, Chukat and Balak. By the way, in Israel, it never happens. We never have the chance to read these two Parshiyot in Israel. So it was too big for me, so I'm choosing to talk only on one parak of all these two big Parshiyot. And the chapter I'm referring to is chapter Kaf, Perek Kaf, chapter number 20 from our Parshat Chukat. And it's actually a very dramatic chapter because if I need to choose a title for that chapter, that will be probably transition. We're saying that we had three leaders during our times in our desert. That was Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam, the three siblings. And we're saying goodbye basically to all of them. Two of them are dying in this chapter, and one of them, we're just getting the announcement of that. We're going to say goodbye to him soon. It starts, our chapter 20 starts with the description of the death of Miriam. The well of Miriam, which a lot of comment, who was there because of Miriam, is stopped to existing, and Bnei Israel coming to Moshe and Aaron telling, we need water. It's so horrible. We should have died before. There's no water. What are we doing here? I'll talk about that in a second. But Hashem hearing that and tells Moshe and Aaron, okay, just give them water. Talk to the stone and give them water. And Moshe and Aaron doing something else. There's a lot of explanations. What exactly was the problem with what Moshe and Aaron did? The fact that they hit the rock and not talked to the rock. The fact that they were angry on Bnei Israel when Hashem never said he's angry about them. There's some different explanation about that. I'll talk about it in a second. And after that, the reaction of Hashem, Moshe and Aaron, you're not going to lead Bnei Israel into Eretz Israel. You're going to die soon. And the end of the chapter is, we're saying goodbye to Aaron. He's dying also. So starting with Miriam dying, ending with Aaron dying. And in the middle, again, Moshe, it's been announced that he's not going to get into Eretz Israel. Now, I said transition because we also know that chapter is the first chapter that describing the last year in the desert. It says clear, Rashi explained that from that point on, the rest of Sefer Bamidbar and Sefer Dvarim are talking on the people who are actually going to get into Eretz Israel. All the one who did the Chet and Chet HaMeraglim and Paradum and the golden calf, all these trouble we had before, these people are gone. This is now our new Bnei Israel. And I think maybe what we can take from that, maybe Moshe have a little PTSD from Bnei Israel because he's hearing the complaint of Bnei Israel wanting from water. Now we know during Sefer Bamidbar, there's a lot of times Bnei Israel are complaining, a lot of times Hashem is very angry, a lot of times the reaction is very bad. But one of the explanations that I heard this year, which come to me very interesting, that maybe Moshe, hearing the complaint of Bnei Israel, and he didn't realize, well, wait a second, these are new people, right? They're complaining, but even Hashem says, you know what, just give them water. Meaning, sometimes when we see transition in front of our eyes, we need to realize it's actually happening and give the chance to people maybe to change or to understand this is now a different crowd. This is now different people. And again, that's one of the explanations maybe why Moshe did such a horrible sin and not getting the merit to get into Eretz Israel. So I think one of the takeout of this chapter 20 and Sefer Bamidbar is open your eyes to see the transition. And sometimes, new rabbi is coming to shul, or sometimes the changes are obvious and they're big, and it's in front of our eyes. Sometimes people just changing and give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe this time they can do better.